My name is DJ K-1. DJ K-1. My name is DJ K-1. My name is DJ K-1.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 63 of the K-1 Agenda. The K-1 Agenda, episode 63. Hey, check it out. Everybody, come on, you need to pick these up. The new Optic Nerve t-shirts. 35% off a couple of days this month. I'll put some more information maybe next week on some of the discount days, but here it is. New Optic Nerve t-shirt. You can get lightweight shirts, heavyweight shirts, tank tops, women tank tops, cups, you name it. You can get all the logos I've ever done, all the products and stuff. But this is a really nice heavyweight shirt, which will last a long time. Thank you all for supporting me and coming to my page. I want to address one thing I talked about last week. I mentioned showroom social media dummies. I had someone hit me up on my YouTube page and said, I don't know what the real definition of showroom dummies is with craft work. Like, man, you know what? I do electronic music, and don't take all this stuff so literal. He was talking about what exactly is a actual mannequin and all that stuff. Okay, whatever, man. You missed the whole metaphor of what I meant by showroom dummies. But it's okay, and I want to reiterate what I said last week. Listen, if you go to my page and you're a friend of mine, I will not be offended if you remove me or not be a friend of me or unfollow me. I have no problem with that, because everyone that I follow, I always go check out everybody's pages. You should never have to ask me what's going on with K-1, Puzzlebox Records, Optic Nerve, Alien FM, if you can just go right to the page and get the information. Anything you would ever want related to me, booking-wise, music, everything is located there. All these people who, and this is not for everyone, I appreciate everyone's support, but all these people who are supposedly fans of mine, who've been, they've been fans for 20 years and they follow everything I do, and then they'll say something that was right there in my page. Like, I follow you and I keep up with everything. Those are the people I'm talking about. Listen, I'm cool with it. Unfollow me. I don't have a problem with that. I just, if you're not interested, it's all good. But I would really like people to, check out the page, check out YouTube page, check out my Instagram. It gives you all the information you need. And another thing I've been getting a lot of questions on, people will send messages to me and say, hey, can I get your music on Bandcamp? Like, did you even take time to just go out and search? My music digitally is everywhere. Everywhere. So no, I'm not on Bandcamp, and I don't plan to sign up for Bandcamp. And nothing's wrong with Bandcamp, but I don't have to. My stuff is everywhere. Spotify, iTunes, you name it, it's everywhere. So, just take the time and put the search in. That's what Google is for. And you can go there and buy it. That's enough of my ranting this week. But I did have something else I wanted to discuss too. And one of them was, what will dance music be in the future? For me, what I'm thinking is, it's definitely with the pandemic, this is taking a big turnaround and change, because a lot of clubs and a lot of countries lost a lot of money from not having these festivals and clubs open and everything. And now they will be opening up and everything will be going back to normal. But will it really be a normal? And for me, my worth has went up more for me. I'm not gonna go out and do shows unless it's worth my while. I will have to be paid what it is that I want to get paid. That's why I've been lucky during the pandemic to be blessed with realizing that all my music that I own, I can put it out and don't have to give it to other distributors and P&D deals to press these records when I do it and make sure everything is done and I get all the money. And it showed me that, you know, the respect that I get now is, you know, all these distributors pay for the shipping and then they pay me for the music, you know, right off the bat. So it shows that I put in some time and I have gotten some respect from that. So I think what will be with dance music in the future for any artist that's been around for a while, your worth has went up. You have to pay these artists what they're worth, which is more now, because these festivals and these clubs make so much money off of the artists that come. I mean, you have so many 30, 40, 50 artists playing these festivals 3 days and stuff, and it's like, I'm only going out, things have to be exactly the way I want, show-wise, for me to present my show the way that it is, or I just don't go out. I've been out, I've toured the world for over 30 years. So now I have no reason to go out unless it's worth my while and it's something that presents me in the way that I want to be presented. So that's the end of my rant on that. And I wanted to bring up also, know that if you want to book Optic Nerve, please contact Connect Bookings. That's Daniel at connectbookings.com. He handles all my Optic Nerve bookings for live shows. And trust me, we have some big things planned for Uncharted album. I'm gonna have some shows when I go out and do maybe the whole Uncharted album will be the whole live show, and a lot of shows that will have a lot of past Optic Nerve music that I put into some of my shows. But get ready. Contact Daniel at connectbookings.com for all Optic Nerve bookings. I spoke on this last week. Pbx-32 Stargazing officially sold out as of last week, completely sold out. I will be doing another limited edition run coming soon, so I'll get back with information on that. I also wanted to mention to you the K-1 remix of Binary System by Microthol. It's a track by Microthol on the Trust label. It's a remix from me, the Exaltics, and DJ Stingray. The release will be delayed, and I just found this out from George at Trust, man. I mean, it was really terrible what happened. The records were pressed, and they were trying to make special covers. They was getting special covers made, that's recyclable covers, and the covers acted like sandpaper, and when they put the records in, it scratched up all the records, man. So the manufacturer who did those covers has to redo all those covers, and then they have to get all those records repressed. And I hope that manufacturer is picking up the cost for that, because that's terrible that, you know, they did that without thinking that it would affect the records. So, hey, George, I mean, it might be taking a little while for it to happen, but I'm really proud of this release, and I'm sure everything will work out. And I'm looking forward to the release of Binary System Remix that I did. Also, check out the Eicht remix that I'm going to be doing for the Exaltics. News is coming later this year. Puzzlebox Records news. Face Your Fate, Pbx-3, Repressing in 1 week. Let me rephrase that. Face Your Fate, Pbx-3 was sold out in 1 week. I'm gonna be repressing that. That's the track with me and Black Tony on the vocals. That's a repressing of an old classic, which was one of my third release on Puzzlebox, which is Pbx-3. Also, Pbx 8.5 Electropathics EP. Repressing. I'm repressing that, and I think we only have a few copies of that left. So, you know, things have been really going good with the pressings, and just the fact that I'm just picking stuff and repressing old music as well as new music coming out to that I own. And the only way you can get these records is through me. Every distributor all around the world, they have to get the records through me. So that showed me a lot during the pandemic, as I mentioned earlier in the Optic Studios news. That really gave me a lot of insight into my career and what I can do and what the future would be like. Also, I want to speak on Pbx-4, Pbx-4C I call it. It's the Automaton EP. It's repressed and shipping now, so pick that up. Also, as I do every week, I put you up on everything that's related to any music that I have and any music that's coming out. The Robotics EP with Anthony Rother, DJ Digital, and myself, K-1, is released now, and that's available digitally and on vinyl in record stores all over the world. Get ready also for the collaboration between K-1, Optic Nerve, and Slam, the Slam DJs. And the track will be called Machine Conflict. I think that might be, I don't know if that's necessarily the track or it might be the EP title, but it will be called Machine Conflict. I'm looking forward to that, guys. Working with those guys kind of pointing me in a different direction. Got my Optic Nerve stuff a little bit more danceable and fast and stuff. And I really enjoy doing that, and I'm looking forward to doing more stuff with them. Also, still out digitally and on vinyl is the collaboration with me and Detroit's own DJ Godfather, Electro Ghetto Tech. That's available on his Database Records, distributed by my homie Serge from Clone Records. Pick that up. That was released January 25th. And also, Optic Nerve EP Far Away, which is on Soma Records. My first endeavor with Soma Records with Kyle Irving, doing all my artwork for Optic Nerve, and he has the digital comic that accompanies this. This release is only available digitally, and that's through the Soma website. So check this out. This is the Far Away EP, Optic Nerve, which has coincidentally has a remix from Strand. And if anybody's watched the show, you know I'm big fans of Strand and friends of mine also. Also this year and last year has been a very big, busy day for me. Man, hey, once, like I said before, when you get that call, you get that email from Jeff Mills from Axis Records telling you he would like to have you do an album for his Escape Velocity series, you answer back. And it really made me step my game up on my Optic Nerve stuff. So I have a new album that's released as of March on the Escape Velocity series, and it's called Uncharted by the group Optic Nerve. Pick it up. It's on Axis Records. It's only available digitally. I've been getting so many distributors hitting me up like, man, is this on vinyl? Is it coming on vinyl? I'll have to probably talk to Axis about that and see, or maybe I might have to do it myself. But I would really go on to say that eventually it will be on vinyl. And I'm looking forward to it. The album tells a magnificent story, the origins of Optic Nerve from start to finish, for the beginning of the album to the end of the album, some of my best work. And please pick it up, Uncharted LP. And the great artwork was done by Kyle Irvin again, who handles all my Optic Nerve artwork now. Also, pick up the brand new released Pbx-33 Strand meets Optic Nerve. This EP has done really well, and I think we're going to be, if I'm not mistaken, I'm looking at the paper, pretty soon. I think those are almost gone. We'll be probably doing a repress on those as well. Pick it up, Strand meets Optic Nerve, Pbx-33. Also, as I mentioned last week, repressed and in stock, one of my favorite K-1 EPs, Modular World, Pbx-29. Pick it up, Schematics and Modular World on this track and on this EP, and it was really fun doing it. It's a great EP, mastered very well. It's some of my best mastering, and I'm looking forward to people picking up more of those as we got more of them in. Also, pick up Pbx-30 monochromatic images. This is the third release in the Alien FM series of music, and that's with my homie Black Tony. That's Pbx-30 monochromatic images. And also pick up the classic from AUX88 Mad Scientist, voice modulation, Pbx-31 with myself and Tommy Hamilton when I was formerly with AUX88. I will have more releases coming off of that Mad Scientist CD that will be released on Puzzlebox. And that was one of the great projects that I did that I'm really proud of that I did with Tommy Hamilton. So look for that, and we'll see you on the next time. Everybody, listen, 35% off at least 2 to 3 times a month on all this product. Like I said, t-shirts, mugs, coffee mugs, cups, pillows, tapestry, hoodies, baseball shirts, short sleeve shirts, phone cases. Man, you can get so much, and it has all the designs for all the logos that I've done over all these years, and I have more coming. And keep in mind, you can get this shipped pretty much from your own country, so you're going to save on shipping. Pick the stuff up now. Go get it. K-1 out. Okay, question of the week. Excuse me. I just came back from working out this morning, and I've got to get my water in. The question of the week is, why won't Puzzlebox Records sell directly to consumers or fans of the label? That's a great question because people have been asking me that a lot. And let me just say this. The reason why I don't sell direct, I'm not going to have Ivan, who does all the distribution, I'm not going to have Ivan run into the post office to send one record to one person or send 2 records to one person. No, I send directly to distributors, and then you can buy them from the distributors. We're not going to do that. But what I will say is, if you want to buy any music, all you have to do is make contact with Puzzlebox at puzzleboxrecords.com for any questions, and we could tell you where the records are available at, anywhere in the States and anywhere in your country, and what country is nearby who has it. So if anyone wants to buy any music, don't ever hesitate to email Puzzlebox at puzzleboxrecords.com. We'll be happy to tell you where you can get the music and where you can buy anything. As I stated before, it's just no, just not going to be sending out 1, 2, 3 records like that. No, you could just get them from the record store and the distributors. So that's just a personal choice that I made because, when you're going through all this, people want to return records and messing up your account by, they'll claim that one record's is scratched, so they want you to send them another one. And then if you don't get it to them quick enough, then it starts messing with your accounts when you're using PayPal accounts and all that stuff. I don't have time for that. I'd just rather just give it to the record stores. That's who gets it, because the record stores has to buy a certain quantity. And that's just the way it is. But as always, thank you for the question. If you have any more questions, please email Puzzlebox at puzzleboxrecords.com. Old pick, old video. Well, once again, this is from the Portrait of Electronic Man documentary. And this week is just me showing the extra Blu-ray bonus footage that was included with the Blu-ray. So check out the extra footage that, like I said, man, I have, oh my God, so many hours of footage of everything that was shot and behind the scenes. So Here's the bonus footage that was added to the Blu-ray. Check it out.
I'm telling you, I personally funded all those releases. And Lenny and Lawrence, man, I can't tell you how much they believe in you guys. I mean, they put everything they had, posters, every little bit of advertising, fax machine stuff they could do. You know, one-page write-ups, the whole thing. And people really dug in, and them records sold. They sold, and they fed some merge, they fed the employees, they fed the babies, the record did. And the DJs still got them in their crate to this day, and they still playing.
I'm here with my son Niall, we're in Detroit, and we're here to play at the Works. And I'm pleased to be part of this documentary about Pbx-8.5. One of the first original electro sounds and groups to come out of Detroit. They're still here, they're still pushing the music, they're still being original. You've heard a couple of their tracks right now.
Yep.
You know, so it's a sound that's evolving and constantly moving forward, man. And I just think, you know, I'd like to wish the guys all the best and keep doing what they're doing, man, you know? Peace.
Because that's one thing about Electro is that it might be from the imagination, but everybody who made it believed it. Like, it depends, no matter what decade it is, it's something that people do from their heart. So it just has a lot to it. To see what, you can't even say to a kid today, like a 25-year-old Electro, they have to be a student of music to understand that it means something that could include, you know, alleys of your mind.
One of my good memories that I had was when Pbx-8.5 was playing live here in Holland, and I hooked up with Keith, and I wanted him to play at a party that I was throwing. And the only thing was, there was a week difference between them playing live as Pbx-8.5 and me wanting Keith Tucker to do a DJ set. So I approached him and asked him if he wanted to do it, and to my surprise, he said, "Yeah, let's do it. It's cool. Let's do it." So I offered him to stay at my house, and so he could sleep there and be able to get on the internet and work. And I would be in the studio making my music, and he was really down to do that. So that was a really good experience. All of a sudden, I did not want to ask him like, "Hey, you want to come into the studio?" because he was very busy on the internet. He just sit down the old computer and worked all day being on contacts. And at a certain time, I thought it would be nice if we would hit the studio together. But I didn't really want to ask him because he was on the phone all the time and got harassed by everybody who wanted to cooperate with him. And of course, having the door open and Keith being interested in being in a studio. So I took him in the studio and he looked around, and we got very creative at a certain moment. And we were able to get a track together which came out pretty good, and we actually released it.
It was a lot of fun to promote the scene, you know, and just help out people that you admired and music that you loved. You know, that was what it's all about, really. I thought about this a lot back then. I don't believe, other than Motown, there has been another scene or style of music that has done that much universally out of Detroit ever. When you think about it, what's had the most impact universally? You know, Motown and Detroit electronic music.
I hear a lot of people that try to imitate Pbx-8.5, and I listen and you know, when it first come on, I'm like, okay, that's this Pbx, but then as it go on, I said, well, no, that ain't Pbx. Pbx would have probably put some strings right here, or they'd have funked that bass line up a little bit more, you know. But those are the three main elements. It's the drums, the bass line, the strings, and of course the vocals. The vocals will just give it away every time.
What is this? What is that?
This is, I call this my Pbx-8.5 team shirt, and I remember specifically, when I think it was one of your first big efforts, the band's first big efforts to really put itself out there in like a touring sense. And there was some record store appearances and some shows that we did together locally. And you guys, that was what you all were wearing. And you're like, here, this is for you. And I took that to heart.
A few things I can say. Well, first of all, I'm really glad to know that I inspired you guys. That was one of the best things I've heard, like I said, the last 5 years. I would like for people to be more open. You know, as artists, we're all trying to survive here, and we all need to work together. I think that would be a beautiful thing if you can get the artists in Detroit to come together.
Fans, if you go into a house of somebody that you do not know and you go through their record collection and you see those red vinyls, you know, you see the red album covers, you know he's got AUX, AUX 88 or some direct beat stuff. I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's like a little sign of
sophistication.
Yeah. It's like, ooh, you're into the same stuff. You know, it's like you don't even have to pull out the records. You just recognize the red.
And you can talk with the person, knowing he's going to be
exactly.
And okay, you got it. Yeah.
And you know, just the perseverance of the length of time that AUX 88 has been around doing their thing, making this music approachable to a lot of different people.
This is a couple of years ago. I was having breakfast at one of my favorite breakfast spots in Berlin. And I'm having my morning coffee and whatnot. And just minding my own business, you know, I had my sketch pad and everything, just sketching, hanging out, Berlin, right? So I happened to look up for my sketch and I see these two brothers walking down the street with luggage and stuff, and they were dressed like black head to toe. And, you know, they had all this luggage and stuff, and I'm like, those cats look American, right? And then I looked, I said, it's AUX 88, right? And it turned out they just got to Berlin. They were like looking for their address where they were supposed to be. And they're walking the streets with like all this luggage, and I'm like, you know, so I went up to them and everything. We ended up spending the whole afternoon together, went to lunch and the whole bit. And I think it was like, it was their first time coming to Berlin or something, you know. And I was basically telling them, I'm like, you know, when you come in from the airport the first time, you spend the money and take a taxi. And then from that point on, then you can do what you want, because, you know, you don't want to be around the streets with all your gear and everything, just trying to find an address. That's kind of a drag. But anyway, it was quite a surprise to see those cats. And yeah, this is a few years ago. And yeah, we're all on the trains and all that stuff, and I'm kind of showing them Berlin and hanging out. So yeah, that's a nice AUX 88 moment.
When I was in Detroit at the DMF, I saw you guys behind the stage, and I was had a few beers, and of course I couldn't keep quiet, so I just shouted out K-1, and you looked at me just like, what's up? Because my friend also had a pink hat, but we weren't embarrassed.
I became such a big fan of AUX 88 that the number plate I had on my first car was AUX 088, and so I was driving that around for quite some time until I smashed that car, and also I had this Red Wings jersey created, AUX 88. There you go. So a true fan right there. I don't think Keith or Tom or those guys ever knew about that, but I was definitely representing AUX 88 and all the similar aliases in Sydney at the time. So
it's been a huge honor to do this interview for you, and we hope your documentary is a success, and
you'll be a success. And I miss you like crazy, man. I miss you guys, and I miss you, Keith and Tom. And I hope I'll sort out my stuff and be able to travel.
Yeah, we are trying to get to Detroit.
Yeah,
like
I have some issues, but hopefully next year we'll be able, and I'll bring my brother there.
Yeah.
So it was pleasure to do this for you guys, and God bless, and I'll see you soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Peace. Cobalt 2 is out.
AUX fine.
One of my biggest, dreams is I like to see that catalog come back alive. And I'm hoping everybody can work through their differences.
Yep, that was the bonus footage from the Portrait of Electronic Band documentary Blu-ray that came out. Once again, like I told you, hey, anybody who gets these collector's items, man, they're worth something. It was one of the hardest things I ever did, but I'm glad with me leaving AUX 88, I'm glad that I was able to push to have this done when it happened, so that, our story could be told, because we did have something to say with this electronic genre, and we built up something. So once again, thank you for watching. Okay, shout outs this week. I'd like to give a special heartfelt heavenly shout out to the Dent and Anderson family for their loss. This is, it brings back memories for me, because, it was like the death in the family is Tanisha Anderson, which is Shirley Anderson's daughter. I remember when Tanisha was born and we were in elementary school, and I felt like, man, she was just such a beautiful girl. And I felt like she was more or less like the little sister that I never had growing up, because she was always around. She was the sweetest little thing, man. And I saw her grow up and used to be around her all the time. And I want to send my heartfelt condolences to the Dents and Anderson family, who is definitely my family, man. I don't know how I got through, being a teenager or whatever, man. They was always by my side and always just family, man. Love you, Dents and Anderson, and Shirley, hang on in there. This too will pass, and I like to say, rest in heaven, Tanisha Anderson. See you on the next episode of K-1. Hey, I just wanted to say, everyone, please hit that subscribe button for YouTube, and please subscribe to my page. I really have enjoyed all the support I've been getting, bro. Hey, like this and subscribe to this page. Keep touching K-1. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you.